quick response manufacturing. This subject is has been developed by the University of Wisconsin-Madison. So it was like the new way of something like plan to manufacturing. So it's less like a manufacturing to come in this program, and most of the students which apply for this subject have to do the project for the company which use this new type of planning and try to make their lead time, try to improve the lead time of the manufacturing. So next we talk about what is QRM. So QRM is the company-wide strategies that pursue the reduction of lead time in all aspects of the company operation. So actually the QRM will focus on the lead time, not the utilization. So there's like internal and external lead time, which for internal in QRM focus on reducing the lead time in all type of the tasks in the company, which is including the office and the process inside the flow time and something like that. And for the external, which responding to customer need by repeatedly designing the manufacturing product customized to those needs, which is something like the new thing which the customer is needed our factory to do. So we will react it faster than other companies. So we will produce the new company faster than So we like coming out with the new product faster than the other company. Next. So next is the core concept of the QRM. First one is the power of time. Second is the organizational structure. Third is understanding and exploiting system dynamics. Fourth one is the enterprise-wide unified strategies, which include the material planning, shop floor control, supply chain, and office operation. In this, we would just like talk a little bit of the number 1, 2, and 3, but for the fourth one is like too many things, so I will script it. So next is the different type of lead time. So first one is the external lead time, which is as the perceived by customer. Second is the internal lead time. So as you know, at the flow time is that the process time which we are making our product. So next one is the quality lead time. Quality lead time is the time which you are designing the new product for the customer and presented your product to them. Next one is the planning lead time, which is include the time which you plan for the MRP and ERP system. So next one is the supplier lead time. It is a time which you order the component from the supplier and they transfer the component to you. There's many other, but so we can't cover all of this. Next. So the first one is the power time. So we're gonna searching for the way of squeezing out the MCT, the lead time to all the improvement. So as you can see from the MCT mapping, the white space is the space which the machine and the worker is idle. So we try to reduce the white space so that we make the lead time like shortest them for like most of the time like 50%, 30%, or 40%. Next. And next one is the organizational structure. So first one is the organization. In traditional, we focus on their functional, but in QIM, we will make them as a cellular. Cellular is something like we mix like many type of machine together. I'm not go back. Try go back. Cellular is something like we are mixing like many machine in like in the same place, so we can like shorten the transferring the part or our product from place to place, so we can reduce the time instead of like we focus on the functional. It's something like we have like one type of machine in this room and the other type of machine in other room. So, and we will assign like the team at each like cellular. So the team that complete a sequence of operation, both we can have like both team which on the shop floor and the office. So the second one is the management. So in the traditional, it is something like the top-down control. So top-down control is like the owner is the highest and the worker is the lowest. But for the QIM, we have the team ownership, which there is like a team leader in the each cellular, and they work together. They are like decide together. It is not like the team leader has the higher power than the worker. So the ownership of the entire process due based on their team, and they help each other in planning and scheduling and resource and for the job as well. And next one is the team member. So in traditional, it's something like they are very narrow and specialized. It is that kind of like the worker which can do only one job, and if we miss like this person, we will not have anyone to do this kind of job because each worker can do just one job. But in QIM, we have to cross train the worker. So if we like miss some of the people, we can like use other people to do the job. So the skill needed to cross train is the skill needed to perform multiple process in the cell. The last one is the quick response mindset. The traditional one is focused on the efficiency and utilization to reduce it. To increase the efficiency and increase the utilization. But in QRM, we want like keep increasing the efficiency and utilization. We just focus on the MCT reduction.
Sorry to interrupt. Just what is MCT again? I'm sorry.
MCT is the graph which show the idle time and the work time. Yeah, it's this one.
So you don't know what it stands for, right? Not sure.
That.
Let me just search. Okay, it's okay, ka. Just keep going.
Next slide. So next one is the understand and explore system dynamic. So first, understand the dynamic. So for example, the impact of operator and machine utilization on MCT. It is something like there is for each machine and the operator, there is like something the specific utilization, which is if it is lower than this specific utilization, it will not like kind of like not use the worker and the machine well. But if it's exceed this utilization, the machine will like it will land up to the increase of the lead time. Yeah, it's something like that. And it's kind of like if the machine is exceed the utilization, the cost of the fixing and something like that will become more. And next one is the understand of the interaction, the impact of lot size on NCT. So the lot size of each product, there is something like uh, the lot size which make the product come out fastest. Like each product has the different lot size which we should keep it so we can reduce the lead time. So next one we will have some quiz about QRM, and we explain about this quiz, so which will make you understand like the main point of QRM better. So it's like just like 10 small questions which all of them are like true or false, and like for this quiz is something like before each factory need to apply this QRM project, all of them have to do this quiz, as if like they're having many like wrong answers, so it will be like the obstacle for them to apply the QRM to the system in the future. So I think it's just like 10 minutes to do the quiz. Yeah. Like you can do it right now for like 10 minutes. So like we can continue and see like how you're doing on the quiz. Or if you're done, you can like type in the chat that you are done for the quiz. So if all of them is done, so I can continue like faster.
So if you're done with the quiz, please, at least show some reactions, like a thumb up or something, or cry face. Yeah, I got one finish.
So can I ask some questions about the PowerPoint in planning lead time?
Yeah. Go ahead, Willem.
Okay. So in the like slide number 4 or 5, I don't know, in planning lead time, how about the JIT manufacturing process is possible to implement instead of using MRP and ERP systems?
Yeah, is okay to do the JIT as well. It's just like the same like the planning process as the MRP and ERP.
Oh, okay.
I think most of you guys are done, right? Or I don't know. I'm not sure if many of you are still here, but for the sake of time, maybe, we have, 3, 4 finish. If is there anyone who need more time to finish your, fun quiz? If not, then we can, perhaps keep going and go with the majority.
Okay, next part is Philippine. As you can see, each question.
Slides.
No. Can you see the slide?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Can you, as you may see, each question in the quiz that we just finished is about QRM principle, and now I would like to explain each of them. Sorry. I will begin with the first one, which is about general concept of QRM. Everyone may think that I work faster or harder is bad, but QRM focus on lead time reduction to and finding whole new way to completing job. And the next one is about utilization. People may think that high utilization will reduce lead time, but as you may see in the graph in the right hand side, the higher utilization, the more lead time increases. I will give you some example. Imagine you are driving a car. You want the road to be busy? No. As the car in the roads, there are lots of car in a road, and the utilization of the roads is high. So that's make the flow of the road worsen. Same as machines and people. QRM approach suggests to keep utilization of them on 20 to 80% to maximize the flow of the process. The next one is about the measurement. Traditional belief say that we should use efficiency as a measurement, but QRM approach suggests to use reduction of lead time as a measurement instead, because it's the reason why efficiency is bad is not the concept of it, but is about how they measure it. Imagine you are using efficiency as a measurement. If an operator leave his machine to help another, his efficiency will goes down. So that's why we shouldn't use efficiency as a measurement. So if efficiency of an operator goes down to help another, I mean that if QRM principle encourage people to help another, if imagine you have two people working on one job, the lead time will goes down because you have two people instead of one. The next one we will we will talk about delivery. People may think that why on-time delivery is bad. Because of human nature. The people tend to pad their quoted lead time for maximize the chance that they can produce parts on time and delivery part on time, which can contrast the QRM principle that we want to reduce lead time. I will give you an example. QRM principle say that we should stick to measuring and rewarding the reduction of lead times. So what if we set the goal as we will reduce lead time every quarter for 10%? Let's say the original one was 10 hours. The next quarter will be 9 and 8.1 hours and so on. The next one is MRP system. The MRP system is not that bad, but QRM suggests to use high level MRP to generate capacity planning for each department and also simpler product oriented cell. Like you can see in the picture in the right hand side, this the left one is the original one, and QRM suggests that we should simpler the orientation of the process. The next one is about supplier relation. It seems makes sense if we order in the large lot size to ask for the price discount from supplier. But here is some drawback of the ordering in large lot size. Like when imagine you have a part sitting in the inventory for several months, and when you pull it off to do the assembly, and you found that it is all bad. In this point, even the supplier will remake them for no cost to you. It will be significantly losses to you. So that's why we shouldn't order in large quantities. The next one is customer relation. This is just the reverse of the previous principle. You should the reason is quite similar to the previous slide. If your customer order in a large batch, this order can block the order from block the other customer order from using critical resources and worsen the flow. So, and also another drawback is just what I just said earlier, which is about rework and scrap. Turning to the next one, which is forming the team. Forming the team in each department, like a team that has everyone all member in the teams are from the one department, but it will be good for some department and such as Department of Quality or Process Improvement. In QRM, we suggest that we should have a we should have a team that have multiple multiple department, people from multiple department. People from department can perform multiple step of work or different type of work, and they should be cross-trained to do multiple process and co-located. They will have to sit together in an area of workspace, and cell of QRM should have a closed loop, which is they have authority to do everything in their cell and can make decision by their own, and the job that has assigned to that cell should not leave the cell. The next one is, it seems reasonable if we charge customer more if they want more speed, but QRM said that we should focus on long-term improvement, and QRM mainly focus on the market segment that looking for speed, like customer segment that require more speed than others. So if we focus on this, it will be surely more sales. The last one is about implementing. People may think that if some people may think about buying more technologies if they say about quick response, but the biggest obstacle is mindsets of people in the organization, because the QRM change what they think is right. So, but if people in the organization can change their mindset to QRM mindset, it will be surely benefit. And the next one, next part, I will show you guys about a project of QRM that we used to do in when we went to US.
Okay, so to recap, it's like, QRM is like a new concept that kind of a bit contradicting of the, traditional beliefs, right? That we learn in our department, actually. Like maximizing utilization and things like that. But I think for, in some sense, it shouldn't be able to apply throughout all industry, right? It should be applicable at some, I don't know, sectors. I don't know. Okay, so looking forward to hearing your project. Any other comments, questions? Actually, I got all the questions wrong because I'm like an old school guy in the quiz. I got everything true. I answered all the questions true, but apparently everything was false. Any other question, comments? If not, then I'll let you guys continue. So are we waiting for slide share or something? Okay. Oh, CarMax. I'm a good customer. Anyone use CarMax? I think it's one of the best lip balm in the world. Sorry. No tie in, no tie in. Okay, you can keep going.
I think you're muted.
Thank you. So this is my project, which is work on based on the QRM with the CAMEX, which is the designing a quick response production cell for the low volume CAMEX lip balm and the lip balm product. So actually the QRM is I think it's like best fitted for the low volume high mix, the factory. This project we done with 4 people, which is Abby, Connor, Matrey, and me. So just a little bit of the company background. So in 1937, it was founded by the Alfred Wertbeck. He was made the original medicated lip balm in his kitchen, and in 1970 he moved to the Franklin, Wisconsin, and he first this was when he was first using his mechanical peeling. And in 2008, they sold like 1 billion of the lip balm. And nowadays, they sold like coverage of 50 countries. And the annual retail sale is something like $100 million. So next is we will talk about the facility. In the Franklin facility, they have like 120,000 square feet and 250 employees, and they make 500,000 lip balms a day. And it's like differentiated into 3 types, which are tube, stick, and jar, which is 40-40-20%. Next is the growing variety of the product. So these are like type of the product which is came out from CAMEX. So next one is the motivation. First is we saw like there have to be like many new product come out, as they have to gain like the more popularity of their product. So they're coming out with like they have like many products, like I think it's like 100 type of the lip balm. And next is the lead time. Mostly they are like commitment for like make to order for the international product, and they themselves have to be responsive for the change in demand of the international. And next is the high inventory. So they have like lot of like inventory and in their shelf, and their product is kind of like having their shelf life, and they like have so much risk on the like the product will get expired or something like that. Or it's something like if you make the product, I think they tell us like in Australia or like something country, if the product is like 1 year, less than 1 year before it's expired, it cannot be like shifted to that country or something like that. It can cause like many obstacles to their product which is in the shelf. And next is back order. It's something like they couldn't make it on time, and like the order is getting late, and they have a lot of order to be like cover off. And next one is the opportunity. So we see like many like low volume product can like drive the cell growth, which can increase the cell very easily. And next is the reduced lead time. We can fulfill the order quicker and respond to quickly change in market demand. As we can fulfill the order more quick, so we can respond to the change in the market better than we react it very slowly. So next one is the reduced lead time. So we get them rest in hand inventory, which due to the faster replacement, and we can reduce the scrap, which due to the like the expire or something like that, due to expire date, and we can reduce the back order frequency. So next one is our goal. So first we define the high volume versus low volume product, so that we can like focus on just the low volume product. And next one is the design of QRM production cell. So this is like type of the cellular, which we tell you before. And next one is the create the MPX software model of proposal cell design. So we use the cellular which we made, and we create the like MCT map in the MPX. The MPX software is the software which we use to create the MCT from the information which we put it inside. But like it's kind of like old software, so like now like no one use this, but it's kind of like the new patch is like coming soon, but I don't know when. So this software also like created by my university, which is UW Medicine. So next one, we focus to reduce their production lead time of 50%. So next one is our scope. So we evaluate our product to determine the low volume. And next one is self-design of software model for low volume product only. So we just focus on the low volume product after we decided that which one is the low product and the high product. As I have told you, like they have like 100 type of product, and like 20 or 10 of them are the high volume, but like 90 of them and 80 of them are like the low volume. And we focus just on the site, not the office operation. So next is the process overview. So first one is the pre-weight and mixing. So it's like they have the different room for the pre-weight and mixing, which is the mixing. They're mixing the formula for the lip balm or something like that before they like go and put it inside the tube, stick or jar. So this is the picture of the mixing. Yeah, this is the mixing the mixer. So next one is there are three types, which is stick filling, jar filling, tube filling. So yeah, these are some picture. So the filling process is when they fill their lip balm inside the container. So stick filling contain three types of packing, which is RTE, reverse tuck end, and bulk pack and blister pack. So the packing which you have seen, this one is the blister pack, and this one is the bulk pack. Sorry. This one is the RTE, which is the reverse tuck end, which have like the box type content and like something like a plastic cover it. And this one is the bulk pack, which contain like just a piece of the product inside the packing. And next one is the blister pack, which contain the plastic cover on the product and stick with the like some kind of like paper or something like that. And this is a picture of the blister packaging, the machine. This is the packing line. So for the bulk pack, there's something like they use like the people counting on the each of the lip balm and put it inside the pack. And next we have the finished product. So in as I work and they have like something the quality check for all type of the process. As after mixing, they have to check for the formula that it's work well and it's what they need and the customer need. After the stick filling, jar filling, tube filling, they have to see that how the jar fill in from like inside how it's look, and outside there's something like the container is broken or something like that. And the packing, they have to also see that it's well packed. So as I told you like earlier, so they have like the different room for all thing. The mixing is in the different room, and the other thing is like kind of in the same room. And they kind of have like just five mixer in their factory, and 4 of them are used for the high volume product and just 1 used for the low volume. So we decided to buy 2 more mixer. The mixer which they use for the low volume is like they have 2 kind of different mixer, which is the large and small mixer. So we are kind of like want to change them, so we make like 3 kind of cell which is differentiated of stick, jar, and tube. So we would like buy 2 more mixer to put it to get like to have 3 mixer for each of the cell and put them together like in one room, so we like don't have to shift it, like transfer time we can reduce it. So as you can see, the dotted box is like the virtual equipment which we like make it on our own and design it the cell for them. So the analysis of the low volume. So we are using the production data from past 2 years, which is like mostly accounted variation due to the COVID-19. And we excluded the product which is discontinued product, which means the discontinued is like the customer order, like just one-time order or the special order, and the unique store display, something like that. And the graph will show the 3 family, which is tube, stick, and jar. So actually, as you can see, you cannot even figure out where is the break point, which you can find the low volume and the high volume. So it's like 100 kind of each stick, jar, and tube product. So next, we decided to calculate the rough estimate for the low volume capacity based on the low volume filling equipment. So we use the low volume filling equipment. We use the jar fill capacity per hour. For example, like for anything jar, stick, and tube, we use their fill capacity per hour multiplied by production hour per year. So we get their annual capacity. After that, we included, we'll like order them from the least one to the maximum one. After that, we'll count from the least one until they get nearly the annual capacity. So that point should be which the product type which come under that should be the low volume product, as you can see from this 3 type of graph. So we will like how I can say you out. I actually did this part in the Excel. So like I grouped it and let them count, let the Excel count for me until they get the capacity. So the Excel will differentiate for me the low volume and the high volume product. So as our low volume recommendation, so we set the quantity per planning period for the low volume cell. We will allocate the small order to sell up to the cell capacity limit, and we will provide the flexibility based on the current product mix. So for the cell design, we continue to use the historical data for estimate the product distribution. For the MPX software, it's kind of like looking old. So it's like we put the information what they needed, and we can change the like from minute to hour, day, or something like that in what we want. So this is kind of like we'll put the label inside, like the weighting, the filling label, the packing label, or something like that. And we'll put the time and percentage work. And this is where we put the equipment, and we as well we can assign the label which we put before inside this each equipment, so we can see that how it's going. And it's also contain the MTTF and MTTR, which is the mean time to failure and mean time to repair. We can put it inside as well. So next one is this is kind of like the step of operation. So first one, we put the dock, which is the receive the resource inside, and the step is something like we put the packing, the filling, the mixing process, and we put the equipment which is working on that process inside this, and it will calculate for us. Yeah, and we put the lot size and the piece run time as well, and it will calculate for us that how much utilization go to the worker as well as the machine. So next one is the kind of product. So we'll put like if we have like 90 of product, we have to put all of them, and we put their demand, and we put their lot size as I told you earlier. And because we cannot use the same lot size for all kind of the product, so we have to find the lot size which are fixed for that product, and we will move faster and make the lead time better. So next one is how we differentiate it. So the stick will contain the RTE bulk blister, which is the kind of packing. So the jar will contain just the bulk and blister pack. Tube will contain the bulks and blister pack. So next one is the MCT of the stick. So this one is the map which is done after we have created the 3 type of cell for them. So the red one is the time which wait for the equipment. The yellow one is the wait for labor. The blue one is the equipment setup. The green one is the equipment run. The pink one is the wait for lot, and the gray one is the quality checking. So as you can see, so I think this should be look weird because there is no containing the number of the along the side, as I have to take it out. And this is the utilization of the worker as this is the equipment utilization. Sorry. The blue one is the setup utilization, and the green one is the run utilization, and the red one is the repair utilization, and the yellow one is the wait for labor. So as you can see, after we have like brought two more the mixer, we still have like 60% of utilization in the mixing, which can be resolved. That it is not too bad in buying two more mixer for them. And this is the for the tube, so it's the same for like the colors. And sorry, just 1 second, I want to recap for the stick BK. Stick BK mean the stick bulk pack, and the stick BP mean the stick blister pack, and the stick RT is the RT packing with reverse tuck in packing. And this one is the tube 1 PKB BK, which mean that tube package bulk pack, which mean like they have just one piece different inside the bulk pack. The next one is tube 1 PK blister pack, which is they have like just one piece inside the blister pack. There's also like something they have the product which have 3 piece inside the blister pack, or like 3 piece per one packing. So this is kind of the utilization of the equipment of the tube cell. Yeah. The next one is the cell layout we make for them for the stick. So we will put the percentage which we get from the MPX model. So you can see that the pre-weight is getting 47%, the mixer is 58, the stick filler is 83, and blister pack is 20, and RTE pack is 1, and bulk pack is the 6%. But for the QC, we just got the time from them, as it's something like they have not got the very good information for us, so we actually use the time which they give us and the utilization which they gave it to us already. So the layout for the tube, we have 57% for the pre-weight and 70% for mixer, and for the bulk pack we have 9%, and tube filler we have 91%, and blister pack we have 51%. And last one is the jar cell layout. 47 for the pre-weight, 57 for the mixer, 14% for the bulk pack, and 40% for blister pack, and 85% for jar filler. So the result we got for them, from first of our goal, we define the high volume versus low volume product, is that they should like determine the low volume and high volume weekly for like more like good data, as we do just like from past 2 years. If you do like it weekly, it should differentiate better, which is this week is this product is the high volume and this product is the low volume, so they can assign it better to each cell of the product. So next one is the QRM cell. We decided the QRM cell for them, and we use their current equipment plus the purchasing of the 2 small mixer for each 2 more cell which we have. Next one, we create the model of the cell design. So our current model show the equipment utilization mostly gone between 70 to 90%, and we decided the optimal lot sizing for each cell for them. So actually like the QRM worked according to the cell. So if we chooses this product into this cell, so we just like use the same lot sizing for the whole cell of the product. So next we reduce the production time by 50%. So after we like purchase the 2 small mixer, and we and we decide to sell for them, they get the lead time reduced by the average of 50% for all product, as you can see in this graph. So next one is the future scope and opportunity. So first one is implementing one cell at a time. So so I think it should be like start implementing one by one. So slowly like going is better than like we change it really quickly. So we cannot like respond it that fast to it. Next one is they should locate the quality control capacity in the cell. And the production model, they should add more detail on the labor utilization and add detail related to QC and explore impact on the setup time reduction. Last one, we will go for the reduction lead time in office operation. So again, I'm very special thanks to CAMEX and my QRM center. Thank you.
Okay, any question from the panel, from the audience?
One question: what was the meaning of cell in the study you showed? Does it mean like room, or what does that mean?
Cell is doesn't mean the room is like yeah, it's something like actually in the traditional we have like the same type of the machine, and which the worker which work with that type of the machine only stay in one room. But the cell in the QRM is that we will like cut off the transfer time, so we will put the most of the machine which is run out throughout the process inside the same room. But it can be mostly or like all of them, as I in my project the mixer and the pre-weight part cannot be inside. So as you can see, I'll show you one more. This is the virtual, the dotted one you can see. So the dotted which inside the box is inside the different room, but all the other we grouped them inside the same room. Yeah, and we are like we noted this machine to this cell and this machine to this cell. It's something like that. This group of machine are in the same type of cell, which controlled by those people which have been assigned to the cell. And most of the worker should can work with this all type of machine, because they are assigning to this type of cell. So the QRM is like focus very much on the cost 10 worker.
I think from my understanding, like previously, even in Thailand right now, we are mostly using like assembly line, which is, as Not said, that you go from one process to the other. So you have like the same machine for this process, like 10 machines for this process, 20 machines for the next process, things like that, right? But for cell, it's kind of like you select each machine from each process that is necessary to produce specific type of product, right? I'm not an expert, but I'm just trying to recap what you said. So it's kind of like producing something in that region. Is that, I think that's what he meant. Yeah.
And what was the percentage means in the results you showed in the sales result? Is that like capacity or?
This one?
Yes.
This is the utilization of each machine which we use after we like change into the cell for them.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Well, while waiting for the question, I just have another one. Why does it take so long for quality job? What are they doing in terms of like quality?
I don't know.
You don't-
As I told earlier, like they have like all like in our process they have like all type of the quality check.
Mm,
Something like in the mixing they have like one tank. After they have finished mixing, they have to check the formula, how it is what they want or it is what their customer need. Is it going well or they have to do it again? So one container can do just like one formula per time, and they have like some kind of like hundreds of the product, and most of the tank is like they have like right now they have 5 tank. Four are actually for the high volume, which is the original balm, which like all people use, and the fifth one is the small tank, which is used for the low volume, which is like flavor, the strawberry and something like that. So they have to check the formula, and in the filling they have to open like each cap to check how its inside look, how the container is, and for the packing they have to check the box. But I think in their quality check is it's just like a random check, but we don't have like much like information in quality as I told in my slides. So we just like take the number from them and put it inside, and we cannot change it because we are not working on the quality check. So we don't have enough detail on it as well. So if we have like less time, so we just advise them for the future scope, they should focus more on the quality check and the reliable utilization to get like a more precise result.
I see. Okay, any other questions, comments?
So I have one question. It's like it's only suitable for low volume, right? Low volume demands and high priority. How about the high demands? And I mean, like in this COVID pandemic situation, there's kind of like in especially in food industry and yeah, medicine manufacturing, there's like dramatically increased from the low demand to high demand. So it's still possible to use the QRMs in that industry because we are going to like change from the low demand to high demand. We have to collapse some steps in the stage. So this even still possible.
Yeah. In that we can right. I said in the result, the low demand, the road low volume product is like they should like determine it weekly, so it can change to any product. Like this week can be like that product can be the low volume, this product can be the low volume, so we can decide it more precisely that which machine we should use for them for this product this week and which machine we should use for this formula to make this formula next week or something like that. So it can be changed that the product of the low volume can be changed. And if the factory which have like the one like very less type of product, they can also like use the JIT Kanban or something like that. It's work well as well for the like the high volume and like low mix product.
Yeah, I agree. I think this tool, is pretty much suitable for, a lot, like a large variety of product that you wanna, kind of want to control the inventory, control the finished goods, things like that. But for high volume, I think old school can still work, like, just pushing it. The more you produce, the more money you're gonna get. You have like unlimited demand, and that can be something else. Any other comments? Just wonder while waiting, Do they buy your idea, or what is their, response?
Yeah, I don't know, because the last time before we like separate out from each other, like before like we present it in front of public, so we have to like present it to them first, so they have to agree in all term which we are doing first, so after that we could present it out to the public. So I think it should be okay for them.
Well, the reason that I asked is that it seems that from your first like 10 questions in the theory section, I feel like there's so many things that they have to concern, like suppliers, plan reorganization, labors, and those should also be implemented, right? If you wanna, go all the way.
Yeah, it's kind of like slowly stepping inside the QRM, because in choosing doing project, there is like 3 or 4 factory, but most of them have like already attending the QRM center for like 1 or 2 years. But for the CarMax, it's like this is the first year for them to attending to the QRM center, so they have to like slowly like moving on
So
forward.
from the past, there have been, success cases that have been, implementing the QRM, actually implementing the QRM concepts, right?
Yeah. There's an example, but it's in my t-shirt size. The example, just 1 second.
So while waiting, just want to share with you guys, not can search for the example. Like if you search online, you can find, I think, a lot of journal papers writing about QRM. So if, at your current company, they're doing this kind of similar business, like, lots of variety and low volume, things like that, you can just read and see if you can implement this tool in your research thesis, or even something like some other types of, manufacturing idea or concepts in your thesis. I think that there are a lot of like ideas out there that you can search for. This is one example. I've never heard about it myself, actually, and I'm not in manufacturing thing actually, but yeah, I think it's just fun to listen. So while waiting again. Okay, are you ready?
I have like 3 examples. Just wait a second.
Oh,
I
okay.
have to send it in. But there is a lot more inside the text, but the text is not free. So
I'll just go grab some water, but you can share right now.
Okay. So is it? So yeah, this is like some case study for the example. So first one is the LRP sale at the Joy Global. Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
So they first applying the QRM cell. After that, the manufacturing lead time for the pinions from 44 days become 22 days, and the lower roller from 23 day become 16 day.
Mm.
While the volume increase from 380 per year become 689 per year, or something like that. Next one is the National Oil Vehicle. Actually, my teacher told that this person actually like buying the books and like he study on his own,
Mm-hmm.
and after after he success, after that my teacher like going to interview the factory or something like that. So they are doing the project on the aftermarket part. So the manufacturing lead time reduced from the 75 day to 4 day. It's kind of like there is like many things we can focus on. So actually my project focus on the low volume product. We can actually focus on just the component from the supplier only or something like that. We can like many things to focus on the QRM project. And they also have the part which is reduced, part cost reduced from the old cost by 30%. And the last one is the TCI LLC, which is in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So this factory actually their product and service is of the electrical power, and they also use QRM principle for both shop floor and office. So they are reduced from 47 hours to 1 hour. Actually, in office is something like kind of like people are actually like sitting on the table, and most of the people are actually like doing just one job. And QRM can improve the office by like we use the like people more sufficiently, which is like we constrain them, so we can have less people in the office. And it's like something, if like the customer is calling you to order, and he have to make the paper for the order and put it on someone's table, but that person is not on the table for 1 day, so we miss out 1 day already for the office process. So that should be work better by like we cost 10 more worker in the office. Yeah, it's something like that to improve in the office.
Yeah, this is really interesting, right? Because it doesn't have to be applied only on, factory, but it can be applied in, human resource sector or office sector, things like that too, right? Okay. Any other example that you want to share?
No more.
Okay. Any other questions from the audience, Ka? Actually, you just want to share, the two students, they went for like an exchange program at UW-Madison. This one is actually the program that me and Ajahn, the other one, we work together, to develop this program. And this is actually the first year that we send students there. The program we built were first for the undergrad level, but if any of you in the grad level who want to go there, you can go there. You can actually transfer some of the courses that you take there to the IGP curriculum, but the problem is that going there has a cost. We can definitely talk about the cost if you are interested in. From the past, we also have some students, I think you know them, Vibu and Virak. They went to Sweden KTH that was also on the exchange program. So for those of you who are not yet working, who don't really have full-time job, maybe if you want to get some experiences, talk to me beforehand. Or if you want to go to Wisconsin, you're welcome to, talk to the two students here. They are very, very, very nice. So they should be able to help you. Jinawat will be continuing his master program at Wisconsin too. Okay, any other comments, questions, anything about the exchange or the talk? Okay, well, if not, if you are interested later on, just let me know. So thanks for today. I hope that, today will give you some idea, at least for those who are working on your thesis, and also for those who are, working full-time or whatever, about, improving your own job in some way. It doesn't have to be QRM per se, but it can be any other thing. Just one first step to introduce a new concept that we've been learning pretty much throughout like many years since. See, like I got all the 10 questions wrong, so I'm totally new to this concept. Okay, so if you don't have any other questions, Ka.
Yes, I'm William, and I would like to add some questions, but it's not related with the topic, but with the exchange.
Yeah.
So when you went to exchange at the US, what is your main challenge that you actually face?
Okay, sure. Main challenge.
I mean the language or some studies.
I think the people is quite like nice. You can, even you are not speaking English very well, they will not discourage you, but they will encourage you, and they will like in my project I was like very slow in understanding like many things, and my friend is like following up me, so it's make me like feel more better and like feel good to do work with them. Yeah, so I think the main challenge is the last semester is the COVID-19.
Okay.
Because I actually like going to the university just like once per week, and we have to like doing the COVID check every week before entering the university. But probably the next semester is not online courses anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I agree that semester is a bit weird, so much weird. They have pretty much online courses, which is so sad. So they spend most of the time in their apartment.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you for information.
Yeah, but I also went to the US. I can also share my experience. I think going there, if your language is not strong enough, it definitely is a problem in some way. They are not, not may have met, a good guy, a nice guy. Sometimes you might just meet, mean guys. Like, they're not mean, but the culture is that they don't really, go and act like a Thai style. Are you okay? Things like that. They will just go and right.
This might be like a old time and the new time. Now it's like 20 years later. From when Ajahn Jeff is in Universal Medicine.
But anyway, you may not meet like very, very nice guy, and those may not just care about you in all the steps. So definitely there are some challenges that you have to admit. But if you have time, or if you can afford it, I really encourage you guys to go, actually, even though, as the head of the program, I'm losing some of the benefits if you go. Like, I don't really get the payment in full or whatever. But I feel like it's something that you're gonna get in terms of like experiences. You will learn how to adapt to the new culture, the new learning environment, the new thing, So I think it's a good thing if you can afford it, definitely. And if you can go without losing your job. Question. FYI, I think William will also go for the exchange, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, if not, then I'll just, close this session. Last word, for those who haven't had your advisor yet, or if you're not sure about your advisor, contact me within a week or two. So we'll discuss and I'll assign you an advisor. Okay. So thanks for today, and hopefully you guys get something. Thanks for the two speakers. Thanks for all the questions and the everything. And now we'll see each other in some of the next seminars. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.